Did you just buy your KLX230S and you figure, it's a little soft, I want to see if I can stiffen up that suspension? Well, the rear suspension on the KLX230S is adjustable, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly how to do just that, adjust the rear suspension. This is my 2022 KLX230S, and adjusting the rear suspension on this is super simple. We're going to show you here. It is right here, so the top of the shock is right here underneath this side panel. Now, to remove this side panel is easy. You just remove your key, come over here, and you're going to turn your key clockwise, and that'll pull out right there. Now, right here at the front, you have a little rubber tab, and then you're going to slide this back just a bit, and those tabs come out, and this exposes your battery. And if you look right there, you can see that we are in the number 2 position on that rear shock, and we're going to show you how you can tighten it and loosen it. Right here on the KLX is your toolkit, and inside the toolkit, move that aside here, that comes down. This is your toolkit, just sits right here underneath the battery. Take a look inside this toolkit here. Now this comes out, again, just right here underneath your battery. This comes out just right here underneath your battery. Let's take a look at what's inside. So, you've got your wrench for, looks like 10 and maybe 12 millimeter sockets there. You got a 12 and a 14. Combination wrench. There's your handle, and it looks like a little screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver in there. And then you have your spring load adjuster wrench, and then you have this sleeve right here that goes on the back end of it. So this is what's used to adjust your spring preload. So we're going to be working right here in front of the battery, and you can see these little indents here on the spring collar. So we're going to be using that tool going inside those indents, and then we're going to be rotating this counterclockwise, which is going to take this right here and slide it up into these valleys up here on the spring collar. Now this one right here, this is position number 1. This is going to be your softest suspension setting. So if you're going to be just going slow and cruising the roads, this is where you want it to be. If you're a little bit heavier, you're going to be doing, taking some luggage with you, the stiffer the suspension on here, with the weight is going to be better. So since I'm a little bit heavier rider, we're going to take it up to maybe position 4, and I'll even show you 5, and then how to reset back here down to position 1 so that you can adjust all of these. So we got our tool here, we got our sleeve on it. We're going to slide that tool up there onto the collar. And try not to smack my GoPro here. So right there, now we're just going to go slide off the tool. Going to go right up here into the collar, and then we're just going to move. And then we're going to move counterclockwise, and you can just see that that spring starts to press down, and this little indent moves up in the valleys here. So that's position 3. That's going to be your midway point. We're going to go up to the next one. That's position 4. That's where I'm going to set it. Just with my weight and everything that I do with the bike, I'm gonna test it right there and see how that feels for me. But if you think you got maximum weight on there, we're gonna go up to the next collar, or the next position, which is position 5. Now this is probably gonna take a little bit of practice. If the tool slides off, don't worry, you're not the only one that's done it a couple times to me. Now, you can either go back down each one of these, but I found that the tool is a little bit difficult in reaching and turning turning clockwise on this collar. So if you look right here, and this is the very last valley that this indent can sit in. So we're just going to move it to the right and it'll drop it down. Excuse me, move it to the left and it'll drop it down into the first indentation, which is again the softest spring setting for the KLX230. So we're going to put them right here. We'll start moving a little bit. Now this is going to be a big bang right there. Now we are back in position 1, which is again the softest. Heavier loads, you're going to want to go up. So in the number 2 position, you'll probably want to step up to the 3, the 4, or the 5. And so just as a heavier rider like me, now Kawasaki in their book doesn't say, like, give us a weight specification on which each preload setting is here on our shock. But if you're going to be riding fast and maybe in a little bit harder terrain, you'll want to increase that suspension preload setting. Now if you're going to be going slow, just kind of casual cruising and just want a little bit more plush, a little bit more soft, you can step it down. The lowest setting on there is 1, and it's basically like just going to be super plush. So there you go, super simple to adjust the suspension preload on the KLX230. I'm going to test it on number 4, see how it does, and go from there. And it's super easy to change, so if you want to change it up later on, you can, no big deal. I hope you found this video informative. If there's questions or comments, please put those down below. And if you haven't already, hit like, hit subscribe, and follow along. Hit that little notification bell on there, and it'll let you know as soon as we got a new video out. So this is, again, the 2022 KLX230S. Super simple to adjust the rear suspension on here for rider comfort, rider whatever you want to do. You know, harder riding, softer riding. All it is literally will take you about 10 minutes to adjust it. And then go out, test it, see how you like it. And then if you don't like it, just adjust it from there. So I'm Matt, this is Mob Street, and thanks for watching.